Hi guys, this is a video that I'm going to record to help us know exactly what is required since we did not meet class today. So I don't know about at your house, but let me check again. Yep, there is nothing going on at my house. Hopefully we'll get some inclement weather soon. So you need to complete these assignments on or before Sunday, January 21st at 11:55 p.m. We are completing these assignments because if we do, then we don't have to make up the class time. And this again is a hybrid course. It's an 8-week course. It is a short course, so we have to stay on top of things. Before I go further into explaining the assignments, I want to clarify some things, something I sent out in an email yesterday I've had questions about. In this class, if you remember, at the end of the class, you don't have a final exam, you have a final portfolio. I have purchased portfolio folders for you. I was actually going to give them to you today, but I can't do that. I'll have to give them to you on Monday. Everything we do from this point forward needs to be handwritten until we get to our first peer review draft. The draft where I say, hey, I need you to bring in a typed copy so that we can look at it together, and that copy needs to be typed. So you need to be working on your rough draft for your essay. Your essay is due next week. I need you to have a handwritten copy to put into your portfolio on Monday. Research proves that students who handwrite essays and assignments first, before they start typing on the computer like crazy, produce better work, are prouder of their work, and they have less plagiarism and other issues. So that's what we're going to do this semester. The folders were delayed coming in due to the weather we had at the beginning of the semester, and now we have even more of a delay, and that's why I have not gotten the folders to you sooner. So we need to have a handwritten rough draft. Everything I need you to do as a rough draft. So I need you to do your pre-writing as handwritten, the first draft of your essay handwritten. Anything else that I ask you to do up until I tell you, hey, it's time to type it, needs to be handwritten. You will produce better quality work if we do this. All right. So that's about the portfolio that I'm sorry I could not get to you today, and I will give it to you on Monday for us to work with. You will turn that portfolio in on Tuesday, the day your essay is due. So let's go back up to the top of the class real quickly. You are more than welcome to look at today's presentation if you have a desire to see what we would have covered if we would have been in class. I'd also remind you that you can review Day 1 and Day 2's presentation. Here's your Essay 1 assignment sheet if you need to refer back to that. I'll probably make a duplicate copy to put into Week 2. I just hadn't gotten to that yet. Your middle assignments for this week, you need to make sure you complete these. I added this little checklist here. I know some people are visual and they want to check things off. These are the 4 things that you need to have completed and turned in before Friday at 12:30 p.m. That does not change. Your middle for this week, your middle work for this week for the hybrid portion of this class does not change. Let me reiterate that this is a hybrid course. You have to complete both in-class work and attendance and middle work and attendance. If you do not complete a middle assignment by midnight tonight, you'll be dropped from the class. Excuse me, I believe I sent that out in an email. It's imperative for you to stay on top of your work. If you're not sure if you've completed a middle assignment or a grade assignment, go look in your grade book. Everything from last week has been graded, except for I have not input your defining moments writings, which I'll try to get to today, but I need to get something else graded for my literature class. All right, I am at home. My children come in and out, so you will hear the doorbell or the alarm ding several times. I apologize for that. So, complete this Padlet. All you have to do is click into it and type it up. 2 people have posted theirs already. Thank you for doing that. But we need your names for you to get credit. Anonymous is not going to get you credit, and that is a problem because it is for a grade. So if you are one of these 2 people who has completed this already, please go back in and add your names to your submission. The other thing is there's a discussion board for I Just Want to Be Average. Please answer these 2 questions and respond to 2 of your classmates. This is the way we will get a conversation going about that essay that we were not able to have a discussion in class. When you're responding to your classmates, do not just say ditto or I agree with you. Follow up. You can say I agree with you, but follow it up with a reason why. This should be a discussion. This is not just, hey, I agree, and move on. All right. The second one, the second Padlet is part of the essays that y'all read talked about student services that colleges offer on campus. And so just to make you more aware of what services we offer to help you, I want you to list the services that you know. All right. And then the last one is a writing exercise journal for Still Separate, Still Unequal on pages 170, and answer questions 2 through 4 and post your answers there. All right. So now that we have the Moodle work for this week out of the way that is due by Friday at 12:30 p.m., this is your inclement weather assignment. All right. The first thing is that please watch this video about MLA 8th edition. If any of you learned MLA in the past, it has changed. This video has questions embedded in it that are put into a grade book for me to see if you watched it and paid attention. And you will get a grade for those assignments in your grade book. Then we're going to practice what you learned in that video. So I have a template here, and this template gives you all the key markings of what needs to be included on a works cited entry. Now, you would not list them like this. You need to go and review the video because the video shows you how it should look. And what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to create a citation from one of the essays that we have read in class that you may or may not use it in your essay, but try to choose one that you'll use in your essay. Do not use any citation generators. They are out there. I know about them. They are great. You need to learn how to do this on your own first because you will not always have the internet. Okay, so use my template, use that video above the template to help you create the citation. Give yourself a challenge to get it done. Using the citation generator for this first time is cheating. You're cheating yourself out of learning how to do it, out of how to incorporate the information, of how to make sure you've got the right information. Those citation generators are not always correct either. They make mistakes, and this way you can make sure you have what you need to make it so that it is correct. Here are the 4 questions that we're going to be our reading quiz for today. Go ahead and take them. Take the quiz. Answer the questions. Hopefully you answered the questions in your from your readings, the 2 readings last night, so that you can answer these questions quickly and not have to spend a whole lot of time on them. The last thing that I would like, well, not the last thing I would like for you to do. The next thing I would like for you to do is, remember I said that we're going to do handwriting. This is small. Let me see if I can make it bigger. All right, so this is to help you incorporate quotes. So there's a place here for, I want you to recreate, let me back up a second. I want you to recreate this table. You can print it out and try to write in it. There's not enough space. I would take notebook paper and handwrite it. Again, handwriting helps you to conceptualize the ideas to create better pieces of writing. So when you include this in your portfolio, it needs to be handwritten. Find examples from the essays. These are all the essays. These are the 5 essays that we will have read for Unit 1 that you can use to incorporate in Essay 1. Remember, with Essay 1, we are not using anything other than essays that we found in our textbook. Do you have to use all 5 essays in your essay you're writing? Absolutely not. I don't want you to. Choose 1 or 2. That's it. It's a 2+ page essay. You would just be skimming the surface and you wouldn't write a very good essay. I have graded all of the theses that were submitted to me. So the first thing I'd like you to do is I'd like you to put your thesis up here. It'll help guide your submissions into these different columns. And then what I would like for you to do is what type of education was discussed in the article. And to give you an example, the Essentials of Good Education discussed K-12, public school learning, education inside of a classroom. Malcolm X's Learning to Read discussed his learning that he had in the jail cell. And it was more of a self-education. So you need to, those are just two examples of how you can do that. Ivy League, Don't Send Your Kids to Ivy League, was discussing the Harvards, the Princetons, the Yales. So you have a variety out of the 5 of different types of educational settings. And then I want you to find quotes that are for education helps identity. Regardless of what your thesis was, find quotes that deal with education helps identity out of each of these 5 texts. Make sure you put the page numbers beside them. Quotes of education that harms identity. Again, put the page numbers with them. Quotes that help to prove your thesis. These can be any quotes based on your thesis. Specific examples that prove education helps identity, not quotes, but you need page numbers. And then specific examples that prove education harms identity, not quotes, and you need page numbers. This is sort of pre-writing. This is what you need to do before you start your rough draft, because this will help you to see what information you have gathered from the different essays that we have read that you can incorporate into your essay. This will greatly help you answer the question, does education help or harm our identities? So complete this. You are not going to upload this into Moodle. You are going to bring it to class. The last thing that you need to do before class on Monday, so let me back up. MLA 8th edition video, MLA 8th edition works cited practice, and reading quiz all need to be completed by Sunday at 11:55 p.m. Reading quotes to help with essay, well, I would complete it by Sunday at 11:55 p.m. because you need it for class on Monday. The other thing you need for Monday is you need to do a handwritten rough draft of your essay that you can put into your portfolio folders that I will give you on Monday. You also need to take that handwritten rough draft and you need to type it. And you need to bring a typed copy of that rough draft to work with on Monday in class. I have no idea what the weather is going to do the next couple of days. I have no idea if the school will be open the rest of the week, depending on the weather. These are things that I can't forecast. If you do not own a computer, you're still responsible for having this work completed. This is a hybrid course, and hopefully someone explained to you what hybrid means. So ask a friend if you can come over and borrow their computer so that you can complete your assignment. Go to the public library so that you can work on your assignments using their computers. If you don't have Wi-Fi but you have a laptop, go to Starbucks, McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, and use their computers to work on your assignments. Now, if you have any questions about any of these assignments, please email me. All right, if you don't know my email address, it's at the very top of your Moodle page. I will be checking I'll be checking my email all weekend. If we go to school tomorrow and you're on campus, I will be on campus all day tomorrow and Friday. Come and find me. All right. You have to have your Moodle work submitted by 12:30 on Friday, and the rest of your inclement weather work submitted by Sunday at 11:55 p.m. Please stay safe and warm, and I'll see you all on Monday. Thank you.